Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Warner's fabulous new box. It's a fabulous box. What's in it isn't so fabulous. The box is fabulous, right? Daniel Barenboim conducting L'Orchestre de Paris, his complete works with that orchestra, at least on this for Warner. I mean, he did a whole other batch of them for DG, you may recall, on 15 CDs. These were his complete recordings on EMI Classics and Errado, and they're issued by Warner. Does that make sense? Is that clear? It's really funny because when he recorded with the Chicago Symphony, most of what he did for Warner was on Errado. And then, of course, there were his earlier recordings that were for EMI. So that's what they were. But now those are all part of Warner, and they don't know what to do. Normally, Warner puts all of its classical stuff on Errado, but I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. So here's 15 discs, most of it completely worthless. But I'm going to tell you what it is so we can evaluate its relative worthlessness. There we go. You ready? Okay. We start with Barenboim in Paris. Who cares if he was in Paris? I mean, why is that a desirable thing? Is he, waltzing down the Champs-Élysées and dipping into a fountain here and there? I don't know. We got the Carmen Suite number 1, just number 1, the Petite Suite, Jeu d'Enfant, and La Lysienne Suite number 1. Who cares? Totally uninteresting. I mean, the performances, if they had, Stokowskian magnetism, would be uninteresting. It's ridiculous. All right. Fauré Requiem and Pavane with Sheila Armstrong and Dietrich Fischer-Dieskau. This is from his early EMI days. He did some beautiful choral recordings. He really did. And there's a really good Bruckner Te Deum, a BachMagnificat. This is very nice. It's beautifully sung, nicely played. He's got the Edinburgh Festival Chorus under the redoubtable Arthur Oldham. And so, yeah, okay, I can accept that. You probably already have it if you care about the Fauré Requiem. Then we've got Bizet again, the Symphony in C and Le Joli Fil de Perth Suite, which is lovely, and the Patriure Overture. The Patriure Overture is the most interesting thing here because it doesn't get played a lot, and it's a fun piece. The other things have all been done as well or better by others, and no one's running away, lining up for Barenboim's view of them. Mozart Flute Concerto with the Andante in C major, and the Oboe Concerto with Michael Debost Flute and Maurice Borg Oboe. Orchestre de Paris, Daniel Barenboim. This is a strange album. I mean, really, totally irrelevant. The Vieux Temps Violin Concertos 4 and 5. Well, they're very well done. It's Itzhak Perlman. It's in the Perlman box. So why would you get it in this box? I mean, it's really a Perlman thing, right? Mozart. Oh, yeah. 41, Jupiter, and Eine kleine Nachtmusik. Totally, completely uninteresting and without redeeming value. I mean, what redeeming value? It's okay. It's just mediocre. Mozart Requiem. Okay, another one of those nice early EMI choral things. It's beautifully done. Kathleen Battle, Anne Murray, David Rendell, Matti Salminen, the Chœur de l'Orchestre de Paris under Arthur Oldham. Well, I mean, he tries to whip them into shape, but they're French and they resist. Still, it's a nice Mozart Requiem, so that's fine. Oh, this one always got me. Falla, Nights in the Gardens of Spain. Albanes Iberia, the Arbos orchestrations. Martha Argerich is the pianist. Boy, is this, everyone's on an off day. I don't get this. It was a total non-happening. And Nights in the Gardens of Spain isn't something Argerich played all that often. Since she records the same stuff 400 times, she might want to do a really good Nights in the Gardens of Spain. This is not it. And the Albanes is just colorless and flabby. Rite of Spring, like we needed this, and Scriabin's The Poem of Ecstasy. It should be fun, but it isn't. It isn't. It's just not as well played and recorded as a million other versions that I could mention. So we can forget that one. Due to You, Symphonies 1 and 2. Okay, this would have been great had they actually gone back and stuck the first 8 bars of Due to You's first symphony back, because they've always been missing. That's ridiculous. It's a Passacaglia, the opening, and the theme is bum 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 bum, like something like that. Not many people can hum duty Passacaglias, so give me a little break on that, would you please? Well, anyway, it's repeated once by the double basses, then by the double basses and cellos, and then the rest of the orchestra slowly comes in. Well, that first run through is missing. And I whipped out my score to have a look just to confirm that it's still missing. And it is. Yeesh. Performances are good, but, does that matter? Stravinsky, Symphony of Psalms, Scriabin Third, Le Divin Poème. Is it divin? No, not really. It's really rather boring. I mean, it's actually extremely boring. It's slow and heavy and thick and clumsy. The Symphony of Psalms, well, the last movement's boring. The first two aren't so bad. I don't see the need for that. Then we've got Waltraud Meyer doing Kindertotenlieder, Wagner's Wesendonck-Lieder, Hugo Wolf's Three Mörike-Lieder, with Daniel Barenboim. Oh, yeah, he's still there, with the Orchestre de Paris. I don't think she sings these things that well at all. The voice is sort of wobbly and unsteady, and the performances, again, are just boring. Boring was Barenboim's hallmark in that sort of middle period of his career. Well, this one is more interesting. Wolf, his tone poem, Pentisilea, which is actually kind of fun, and this is a decent performance of it. Der Corregidor, excerpts, interludes, the Italian Serenade, and Scherzo and Finale, which is from something he never finished, obviously. Or maybe he did, I don't know. The bottom line is that this is really one of the few good things in the set, largely because of the interest in the repertoire, because you don't find that much Hugo Wolf. He wrote virtually no orchestral music, and so this is it, and it's well done. Edison Denisov Symphony. Well, all you Denisov fans can line up, because here you have probably the best version of Symphony No. 1. It's very well done. It's a long, heavy, turgid sort of a work, but I don't know, it's good to have it on disc. And again, Barenboim's version is probably as good as we're going to get for a while. And then we have his famous Boules disc. He was a big Boulez Carter, 20th century atonal avant-garde guy. Barenboim was. Boy, was he betting on the wrong horse, huh? But he did, and he did a good job with them. So you've got Ritual, which is, I think, one of Boulez's best pieces. I like this work. It's exciting, and it's fun to listen to. Message Keys for 7 cellos. Well, I could skip that. And orchestrations of the notations. Well, those are the notations. They're short, aphoristic little atonal blurtlets. But Ritual is really good, and it's only a 41-minute disc. That's the box. Wow, is that underwhelming or what? I think underwhelming is the word. I really do. It's just wholly and completely, we have the scraps in our basement. Let's throw them in a box and issue them and see what happens. I'm very curious to know if they do a big Barenboim box from all of his Chicago stuff, which was really a snooze for the most part. But we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, here's this. You probably have the things from it that you wanted. I don't think anybody needs to have this box. I really don't. Keep on listening to other things, friends. Take care.